Okay, so I might have lied in the title. These aren't exactly theories, more like bizarre connections that the Backyardigans lore has to the real world. But that doesn't have a nice ring to it. These connections go from humorous to interesting to holy shit, why is this in a kid's show? Without further ado, let's get into it. This video is for entertainment purposes. If I get something wrong, feel free to correct me. I love to learn. In the season 1 episode, Who Done It, Pablo is an ace detective, a Sherlock Holmes type, who loves nothing more than solving a good mystery. He mysteriously receives a mysterious letter explaining the mysterious mystery going on at Mystery Manor on the Misty Moor in the most mysterious part of Scotland. Now, I'm not going to sit here and go through the whole episode, but basically, Pablo and policewoman Uniqua Underhood discover that there's a plot to steal Lady Tasha's jewels, and once the crime has been committed, it's up to them to find the culprit. After solving the mysterious mystery, they find out that the butler did it, naturally. But no, there's actually a plot twist. You see, Lady Tasha actually gave Tyrone her jewels. They were literally just bored one day and decided to fabricate a crime. They effectively wasted the time of a private investigator and the time and resources of the London police. Hell, they almost framed Austin for the crime. If Tyrone hadn't been more obvious, they could have had an innocent man thrown in jail. Of course, Pablo and Uniqua just laughed this off because they're kids, but if this happened in the real world, Tyrone and Lady Tasha would get arrested. Now, I did a little research, and apparently faking a crime is more common than I thought. Like, this is a real thing people do for money, attention, and sympathy. Would Lady Tasha get off light because she's a rich white bitch? More than likely. Like I said, this one is a bit more humorous than the others, and there's not a direct real-world connection, but this next one might just shock you. Alright, I won't waste a lot of time summarizing this one because I don't have to. In the Season 2 episode Samurai Pie, Tyrone is a samurai who makes pie, and he's training Austin to be one as well. In their quest to make pie for Empress Tasha, ninjas Pablo and Uniqua try to sneak into the bakery to steal some pie. And here's where it all starts to click. You see, Austin is trying to make none other than the Great Pie. It's said to be the most delicious pie ever, better than ice cream and cake. This thing is fucking huge. Seriously, there's no way Empress Tasha is finishing that whole thing before it spoils. Because, they didn't have refrigerators back then. She literally takes one bite of it and starts singing about how great it is. Then they all go inside and have a glass of milk. Ninjas Pablo and Uniqua never get a single bite of pie. And that got me thinking. What if the pie represents something else? If you think about it nowadays, it sounds silly, because for a lot of us, pie is inexpensive and easy to make, depending on the ingredients, but back in feudal Japan? I know they didn't actually have this kind of pie back then, but if they had, it would probably be seen as a luxury. Something only meant for the upper class. Pablo and Uniqua even say at one point that they only want a piece of the pie. Is that so much to ask for? No! But it's being kept from them because they're seen as second-class citizens. And by the way, isn't it a little coincidental that Pablo and Uniqua are the ninjas in this episode? If that shocked you, you are not ready for this next one. Listen, I know that's a very bold claim, but just hear me out. In the Season 3 episode Ranch Hands from Outer Space, Tasha is a cowgirl who owns a ranch. She starts the adventure by complaining about all the chores she has to do. In a very strange turn of events, aliens Pablo and Uniqua crash land their flying saucer near Tasha's ranch. Their ship is out of fuel, Zum Zum they call it, and so they ask Tasha for help. What is their fuel, you may ask? It's not gasoline or any other type of fossil fuel. It's blueberry pancakes. All they want is some blueberry pancakes so they can get back to their home planet, Zorbador. Now, what do you think white bitch rancher Tasha does in this scenario? If you said, of course she's gonna help them, you're wrong! Well, sorta. She agrees to help them, but only if they work for her. Think about that. This rancher will only agree to help these aliens who are just trying to get home if they work for her. What kind of work, you may ask? Building a fence, cleaning the barn, and painting her goddamn house. And if you think this all goes smoothly, you'd be wrong. Pablo and Uniqua barely speak English, so they often misunderstand what Rancher Tasha wants them to do. The parallels are too obvious! The writers knew what they were doing!